Earth could face another pandemic if China does not come clean about the origins of COVID-19 and risky experiments that they were running at the Wuhan lab of virology. That's the prediction our next guest makes in her new book that comes out today. You got to read it. It's called What Really Happened in Wuhan, making a compelling case for the lab leak theory. It hit shelves here in the U.S. today, and Sherry Markson joins us right now this morning from Australia. Evening time there. Good morning to you. Good evening. Good day.
Good morning. Good evening. Thanks for having me.
So, you've got the book out, and there are some extraordinary clues that you have put together. For instance, the fact that, the Defector was talking about how they're brewing up something over there. But also, didn't somebody say that apparently, according to your reporting, apparently people contacted our U.S. State Department before we really knew about it to say, hey, this is going on. You need to know.
Yeah, there was a Chinese defector, Wei Jingsheng, who made that warning. But even more astonishingly, when the State Department, that team under Mike Pompeo, was investigating the origins of the virus, there were 3 different people, 2 of them who were working within the Wuhan Institute of Virology, and another one who was in Wuhan but claimed to have knowledge of what was happening in the Wuhan Institute of Virology, who directly got in contact with the State Department and gave a version of events about what they thought happened in that laboratory. Right. And the contact was made through a trusted intermediary. The problem was it was almost impossible information to verify. They didn't know if what they were being told was accurate or not. One of the people who was working in the Wuhan Institute of Virology, he spoke to David Asher, who was the lead investigator in the State Department, and he told him that there might have been a monkey bite, that might have been what had happened. Right. And they were never able to verify whether that information was accurate or not. It was just another piece of the puzzle.
Right. So far, 5 million people around the world have died because of coronavirus. And you, with your reporting, and it's terrific, and you've got interviews with people who were there, here in the United States and elsewhere, it's very clear to you that it's a lab leak. But Joe Biden ordered our intel agencies look into it, and at the end of the 90-day investigation, it was like, well, it's inconclusive. Your investigation has shown that it's a lab leak. Don't you think that Joe Biden's administration, through the CIA and other intel organizations, know it was a lab leak?
Look, I think the problem is the intelligence agencies right from the start were being advised by scientists who are deeply compromised. Scientists like Peter Daszak were actually advising the intelligence agencies, and they had reason to hide a lot of information about what was happening at the Wuhan Institute of Virology because they were involved and funding that research. So it took a very long time for the intelligence community as a whole to come around to this idea that a lab leak is very plausible. Biden's probe found that it is, they're both sources, a human contact, human infection from an animal or a lab leak are plausible. But I have to say, I even have uncovered information in my book and in the documentary that was on Fox Nation that I don't think the intelligence agencies have. But one of the things
Sherry, I tell you what, let's hope the CIA buys a copy of it today. Her book is called What Really Happened in Wuhan, available in your bookstores, and there's a full documentary on Fox Nation. Sherry.